What if you woke up one morning and realized half your life was already spent on things that never truly mattered? Not the things you dreamed of doing, not the person you wanted to become. Just noise, distractions, endless moments that felt urgent but meant nothing. It's a haunting thought, isn't it? Because deep down you know it's true. Time slips away faster than you think, and you can't feel it leaving. You only notice it when it's too late, when the chances you ignored turn into memories you regret. Every day you wake up with the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference isn't in how much time you have, but in how you use it. Some people move mountains with their days, others drown in excuses. You might tell yourself you're tired, that you'll start tomorrow, that you just need a break. But tomorrow never comes, because the truth is, your comfort is killing your progress. It whispers soft lies in your ear, convincing you that you're doing enough when you're not even close. You scroll, you watch, you wait. You tell yourself it's harmless, just a few minutes. But those minutes add up. They stack quietly, hour by hour, day by day, until one day you look around and realize you're standing still while the world has moved on without you. Time doesn't stop for your hesitation. It doesn't pause when you feel lost. It just keeps ticking, cold and silent, watching you trade your potential for temporary relief. But here's the truth most people never face. Every second is a decision. Every moment you waste is a moment you've chosen not to grow. You can't buy time and you can't borrow it. You can only spend it, and the way you spend it defines who you become. The people you admire, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, they're not superhuman. They just refuse to waste what you take for granted. They learn that time is not a resource. It's a mirror. It reflects your priorities, your discipline, your focus. You want success, but success demands sacrifice. You want peace, but peace requires boundaries. You want meaning, but meaning takes time. And you're giving that time away to things that don't deserve it. You chase distractions because they feel good now. They give you quick hits of pleasure that fade before the hour is over. But discipline, that gives you something lasting. Something that builds on itself until one day you look back and realize you've created a life worth living. It starts with awareness. The moment you realize that time is not waiting for you, everything changes. You stop living like you have forever. You stop wasting days as if they're unlimited. Because the truth is, you don't have time to waste. No one does. The people who make it in life are not always the smartest or the strongest. They're the ones who understand that time is their greatest weapon, and they treat it that way. You need to start seeing your time as sacred. Guard it like it's gold, because it is. Every hour you give to something meaningless is an hour stolen from your dreams. You owe yourself more than that. You owe yourself effort, focus, commitment. The kind that feels uncomfortable at first, the kind that forces you to face your laziness and call it what it is. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of change, fear of what might happen if you truly give it your all. But imagine what would happen if you did. If you stopped wasting your days on things that don't serve you. If you cut out the noise and focused on what actually matters. Imagine how powerful you'd become. Not just successful, fulfilled. Because you'd know you're not wasting your life anymore. You know that every moment, every second is moving you closer to the life you've always wanted. That's the reward waiting for you on the other side of discipline. Freedom, the kind that only comes when you stop being a prisoner of time and start being its master. So ask yourself, what will you do with the time you have left? Because it's slipping away even now. You've wasted enough time doubting yourself, enough hours convincing yourself that you're not ready, not smart enough, not talented enough. That's the lie you've lived under for too long. The truth is, you've always had what it takes. You just didn't give yourself the time to prove it. You kept waiting for the perfect moment, for the right circumstances, for motivation to magically appear. But time doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It rewards the ones who move anyway. Every dream you've buried under excuses is still alive somewhere inside you, quietly waiting for you to remember it. But dreams don't survive neglect forever. They fade when you keep choosing comfort over progress. And if you keep ignoring them long enough, they stop whispering and start haunting. That's what regret is. The echo of all the time you spent pretending you had more of it. You already know what you need to do. You've known it for a long time. The problem isn't clarity, it's courage. The courage to use your time for what matters, even when it's hard, even when no one's cheering for you. Because most people won't understand why you're working late, why you're saying no to distractions, why you're walking a path that looks lonely. But that's how growth feels at first. Isolating, uncomfortable, misunderstood. Time tests everyone. It tests how badly you want it. It gives you endless chances to waste it, just to see if you'll finally choose differently. And when you do, something powerful happens. Your focus sharpens. Your mind quiets. You begin to see how much potential you've been leaving on the table. You stop asking for more time and start demanding more from yourself. That's the turning point. The moment you decide that every minute from now on will mean something. You can't change the past, but you can refuse to repeat it. You can stop living like time is infinite. You can take back control because the clock doesn't slow down, no matter how lost you feel. The days you waste now are the same days someone else is using to build their future. And one day, those small choices will separate you from them completely. The ones who use time with purpose will stand where others only dreamed of standing. You can be one of them, but you have to stop treating your time like it's cheap. Stop spending it on people who drain you, on thoughts that weaken you, on habits that make you small. Start investing it in silence, in learning, in building. Spend your time creating a version of yourself that makes your past self unrecognizable. Because that's what success really is. It's the outcome of thousands of invisible choices no one saw you make. Don't underestimate what a single focused hour can do. 1 hour of real work, real intention, is worth more than a whole day of half-hearted effort. The problem isn't that you don't have time, it's that you don't respect it. You've convinced yourself that you can always start later, but later is where dreams go to die. Time isn't waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to begin. To take one step then another, until momentum takes over and discipline becomes your default. Once you get there, life shifts. You stop chasing success. It starts finding you. Because when you spend your time with purpose, everything else aligns. Opportunities, people, ideas, they all find their way to those who respect time. So don't waste another second. Don't let another day pass thinking you can't. You can. You always could. You just have to decide that your time is too valuable to be given away carelessly. Every moment you own from now on is a declaration that you refuse to live on autopilot, that you're done surviving days, you're ready to make them count. Because in the end, life doesn't measure how long you live. It measures what you did with the time you were given. And when that final moment comes, when time itself runs out, you won't wish for more hours. You'll wish you had used the ones you had with purpose, with courage, with fire. Start now while you still can.